Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be doing a movie review. Woo! Yeah, so exciting. So I've decided that I wanted to start doing these new kinds of videos, and I decided I would start with a new movie that I watched, Alien Romulus. Now, I have seen all of the movies in the Alien franchise multiple times over, so I could be biased when I'm saying this, but I absolutely loved Alien Romulus. I felt like it was very well done, very well written. The practical effects, the cinematography, it just blew me out of the water. That being said, this is not a perfect movie. It has its own faults, and we will get into that. But this movie review is going to be largely positive, and so I'm very excited to talk about this. Now, the first thing that we need to discuss when we're talking about this movie is how the Alien franchise just really gets horror.
Are you alright?
As you can see, there's this grotesqueness that occurs within the movie that is just so visceral. You can hear the alien squirming around inside her body, and you can see the interactions between these characters and this thing that's just horrifying. It is creepy, and it's something that the Alien franchise has understood for a long time. And I think that the anatomy of the alien is actually playing a large role into this. You can see how gross it is to look at. I mean, it has slime all over it, and when the light hits it, it shines because of that. And that's why a lot of times in these movies, you see it hiding in the dark, waiting for its moment to attack the people it's hunting. And I think that this franchise does such a good job of using that to their advantage. The number one way that they use this to their advantage in Alien Romulus is the use of practical effects, which really is a callback to Alien 1 in 1979, when they relied heavily on practical effects to bring their movie to life. I mean, you really have to look no further than this clip right here, where the cast and director Fede Alvarez discussed the use of practical effects in the film.
The one scene where he's coming out of the egg sort of sack thing, I watched that happen with my own eyes. It wasn't like movie magic where I then looked at like a green screen or a green tennis ball. It was in front of my face. So it wasn't a stretch for me to be scared.
It's a real animatronic, but I remember bringing it close to Kaylee for that shot you saw in the trailer. It was a dangerous machine in its own. So regardless of the creature, I think is always, once we brought it close to the actors, it was always this like, oh yeah, is this thing gonna behave the way it has to behave?
I really appreciated it as an actor that you fought for us to shoot chronologically, and that everything that could be practical was practical.
The use of practical effects in a film can just be so beneficial to the overall quality, and I think it's so much more beneficial to a horror movie because that sense of tangibility just really heightens the experience for us as the viewers. And you can really see the use of practical effects begin to take shape in Alien Romulus a lot like they did back in the first Alien movie. The use of the alien's anatomy, the way that it blends into the background a lot of times has the viewer constantly searching the background behind the characters we're watching. We're scared of what's going to happen to them, so we're constantly searching what's behind them. Now, that isn't to say that other horror movies don't also use this to their advantage. Woman in Black, It Follows, Poltergeist, these are all movies that rely on this trope heavily. They understand that the viewer is consistently going to be looking behind the characters, trying to discern what is a threat and what's not. The difference is that Alien uses this to their advantage in a way that many other horror movies just really don't. You can see here with Ripley in the first Alien movie, the machinery behind her, the coils, they're all very similar to what the alien's body looks like. The coils have that same like bumpy structure. It almost looks like its tail. The machinery is shiny and shimmering, much like the alien would shine in the light. And it takes the viewer a second to realize, oh, that's not an alien, but you continue to search because you're trying to see, oh, but is it hiding? Is it just camouflage from me? And Alien Romulus just plays on this in a way that just keeps you on your toes the whole time. I mean, from the moment that our protagonists step into this abandoned space station, we are concerned for their well-being, and that's because we're acclimated to these movies. We understand what we're in for, and Alien Romulus does such a great job of playing into that. Side note, I would like to mention that Fede Alvarez clearly took a lot of inspiration from Alien Isolation, the video game, and used a lot of the same concepts from that video game in this movie, and it was just really fun to see that come to life. Now, I have to give a warning, because this next topic might be triggering for some people, and for others, they might just not like it. But I feel it's super necessary in order for me to explain why Alien Romulus is such a great movie. And what I'm of course referring to here is how the Alien franchise, especially Alien 1 and Alien Romulus, is very much an allegory for sexual assault. I don't think this is something groundbreaking to say, but I think it's very clear. All the signs are there. This is a creature that hunts and preys upon its victims by hiding in the shadows, the way that a lot of sexual offenders do. The protagonists are these strong female leads who are trying to run and escape from this thing, this creature that's hunting and preying on them and hiding in the shadows. The characters, they're looking over their shoulder constantly. They're scared of what's next. They're scared to turn around the corner because they're afraid that something is going to be there, that it's another perpetrator. And it's very similar to that of a sexual offender. It's the face huggers. They're trying to impregnate the humans. They're wrapping their tail around the throat, choking. It's a position of power. And while this started back with the first Alien movie, this is still continued through Alien Romulus and a lot of the other Alien movies as well. Now, I think this is a good point in the video to start talking about some of the movie's flaws. Like I said earlier, Alien Romulus is not a perfect movie. For example, while I did really enjoy the movie Alien Romulus, I did come out of it feeling like there was no real impact of the movie upon the Alien universe. Say what you will about movies like Prometheus and Alien Covenant, those movies did introduce new pieces of lore, new pieces of information to the Alien universe that kind of changed how we view things. Whereas Alien Romulus kind of just rehashed a lot of the same things that Alien 1 did. And that kind of segues into a second smaller issue that I have with the film. Alien Romulus really takes a lot from the first Alien movie, takes a lot of inspiration from it, takes a lot of the same vibes and messages and rehashes it into its own new mixture. But because it's doing that, it automatically puts itself in competition with the first Alien film. And as the viewer, I'm constantly looking at Alien Romulus and comparing it to Alien 1. And while Alien Romulus lives up to a lot of what Alien 1 did, there are some things it doesn't do quite as well. For example, Rain Carradine, which is played by Kaylee Spaney, does a really great job in this film, but her character isn't nearly as iconic as Ripley from the original Alien film. And that's no one's fault. Kaylee Spaney and David Johnson did such a great job in this movie. Their on-screen chemistry was just so much fun to watch. But I mean, Sigourney Weaver set such a high bar, it's really hard to even compare.
We know it's using the air shafts. Will you listen to me, Parker? Shut up!
Get them out of there! Shut up. Do it now!
Shut up!
Hicks, whoever's left, get the
Just
hell
shut
out
up!
of here! God damn it!
Fall back.
Cut off! Do something! Fuck! Get away from her, you bitch!
Well, we are reaching the end of the video, and I just want to say thank you guys for listening and watching. I know that this is something that you guys probably weren't expecting. My YouTube channel doesn't do movie reviews. I've really only ever done video game stuff. And yeah, I think this is just a new exciting thing for me. I'm definitely going to be doing some more video game stuff in the future. I will be streaming here soon, probably I would say within the next couple weeks, and I will let you guys all know about that. But yeah, I'm really excited about the future of my YouTube channel and trying to grow it in different facets and just trying to figure out, hey, I can do more things with this than just video games. And so, yeah, anyways, I would like to give a rating for each of these movies that I review. So, without further ado, Alien Romulus receives a score of... Thank you all again for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and to share this video with your friends and your family. I really enjoyed making this video and I look forward to putting out more of these in the future. So yeah, thank you. Bye now.